Hey people, it's Niles talking. Uh, this is a subject I've wanted to cover for a long time, and the title reflects a phrase that was used in, I think, a New York Times article, which said that like the most dangerous place for a black child is in the womb, or something like that. And anyway, I'm just going to read the article, and I'll talk about the subject in a little bit more. Abortion, the overlooked tragedy for black Americans. During February, which is Black History Month, it is a good time to look upon the triumphs and tragedies in African American history. Movies like Harriet tell of heroes of the Underground Railroad and the struggle against slavery, and no, I don't endorse that movie. It's good to honor those stories. There is one tragedy of the African American community that is often overlooked: the tragedy of legalized abortion. Abortion impacts African Americans at a higher rate than any other population group. In 2011, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention released an abortion surveillance report. According to that report, black women make up 14% of the childbearing population, yet 36 of all abortions were obtained by black women at a ratio of 474 abortions per 1,000 live births. Black women have the highest ratio of any group in the country. When you use those percentages, it indicates that of the over 44 million abortions since the 1973 Roe v. Wade Supreme Court ruling, 19 million black babies were aborted. African Americans are just under 13% of the United States population. I don't necessarily believe that, but let's just go with that. White women are 5 times less likely to have an abortion than black women. Perhaps it's a matter of availability. A study by Protecting Black Lives in 2012 found that 79% of Planned Parenthood surgical abortion facilities are located within walking distance of minority communities, aka black ones. In the past, we criticized the tobacco industry for targeting young people with their advertising. Recently, the nicotine vape industry has been criticized for similar practices. The prevalence of abortion providers in African American and Hispanic neighborhoods indicates the abortion industry is targeting too. It smacks of eugenics-linked past of Planned Parenthood's founder Margaret Sanger and her views of contraception and abortion as ways of diminishing the black population. The impact on our black communities are hard to fathom. According to Guttmacher Institute, which generally supports abortion, in 2011, 360,000 black babies were aborted. CDC statistics for 2011 shows that 287,072 black deaths occurred from all other causes, excluding abortion. By these numbers, abortion is the leading cause of deaths among blacks. That same year, Dr. Kermit Gosnell, an abortionist in the Philadelphia area, was arrested. His arrest following a raid on his clinic by the DEA. Agents were acting on suspicion that he had been overprescribing oxycodone, but once inside the clinic, they were shocked to find female patients arriving on tables in a facility that was littered in feces from a flea-ridden cat that could roam free inside the premises. Dr. Gosnell was eventually charged with murder of a woman that had died from a botched abortion and for several live birth abortions where he had killed babies born alive. It is outrageous that it took a drug raid to finally bring the authorities to look at this house of horrors. You'd think such a horrific occurrence would be a big news story. When he went to trial, the press gallery was empty. Kermit Gosnell's abortion mill was in the black community. The news media did not care. A movie was released about the Gosnell trial in 2018, despite being produced by known Hollywood actor Dean Cain, Clark Kent, Superman, and the show Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman. The Gosnell trial movie had a hard time finding theaters to show it. It is undeniably good that we convey the positive stories of our communities to our fellow countrymen. It is important that we pass on stories that empower us. However, it's harmful to all black Americans that we continue to let society look the other way when it comes to devastation that political policies like abortion wreak on the black community. Now, if I can find them, I think that they're now on a pay-to-watch barrier on the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, but if I can find them, I'll put them up. Now, those articles talked about abortion in the black community. And I remember seeing an article which said that in New York, more black babies were killed than born. And that is just the level of that it's gone to. I mean, I once made a meme talking about this, and I used the low figure because this article says it's 19 million. I used a low figure, which was 12 million. Now, if you go with the population of the Tijuana black Americans at 48 million, that basically says that since 1973, which means that a lot of these people was probably middle-aged by now, 1 in 5 black Americans doesn't exist. If you use this high figure, that means 1 in 3 Tijuana black Americans doesn't exist. And the thing is that I'm not going to go down this talking point of saying, like, some people use black on black crime to distract from other things like police brutality. That's not what I'm trying to say. Both things are important. But this is like a Holocaust. This is like, literally, like, this is triple the Holocaust at 8, because the Holocaust only killed 6 million, well, this has killed 19 million. And something really, we have to really speak about this and talk about this, because at this rate, if this is allowed, forget the police violence or poverty, there just simply won't be any black people left in existence, at least in America, if this is allowed to continue. It's absolutely appalling when you just think about the sheer human cost. Anyway, I'm going to leave this article with some more. Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. And please talk about this. This is a very serious issue. Peace.